Hey everyone, Noble Artist here, and today is going to be a kind of a different video than what I've normally done. So what I have here is pretty much every Lego that I've made so far that I haven't sold. So there might be one or two missing, but for the most part, this is everything that I've made and I haven't put on eBay, and through moves and life situations, I've slowly put them into this container to keep them safe. So they're pretty much just piled in here. There's no rhyme or reason. They're just here. There's a big old pile of accessories because a lot of stuff is broken off over the years, and unfortunately a lot of these are kind of in disrepair. A lot of it's just either dusty or just broken. So I'm just going to take them out, and I can do more extensive videos on these because there's a good amount of these that I haven't actually done videos on. So if you want to see videos pertaining to certain ones, let me know and I'll go back and do more details. But I'm just going to take them, show you, try to stack them up here, kind of clear some space. My desk is a wreck. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show you there's a lot in here, so this might be a longer video, so buckle up. And yeah, and we'll see. Also, I am working on, side note, I'm trying to set up my Xbox stuff. Trying to figure out my Elgato, just capture card things, and just sort of trying to figure it out because I want to get back into my gaming. I haven't done really anything with that in years, which is sad because 4 years ago I could have been a lot farther along, but I'm going to try to get that figured out. So look for hopefully some gaming content. It's probably going to be really terrible until I figure out the ins and outs, but I'm going to try to get back into it. So with that being said, also I can take that with me when I leave to finish my follow-on training, and it'll probably be a lot easier to put more of that content out than this because I don't think I have a way to bring this with me to work on it, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, moving on. I'm just gonna reach in here, grab one, and then we'll get started. There's a lot to go through. So like I said, it's gonna be kind of just a quick little brief description. This is one of the first Mandalorians that I did. This was, I can't even tell you the year, but so the metal on here, or the paint scheme, my brother called it Manda metal. It's like Mandalorian metal. It's kind of a tricky technique. I think I might have mentioned it before. It's a combination of different types of paint and the way you apply it. It kind of gives the figure, I'm not sure if my camera's going to focus when I wanted to, but the metal looks like it's just kind of rusted on there, and it gives it like a really nice texture, especially for like Mandalorians and stuff. So, or just anything you want to kind of give a worn out metal look. This here is the very first custom that I ever made. I painted on the the pads, got a piece of leather for the jetpack because the clone, they didn't have jetpacks, so I cut that off. One of the actual original Jango Fett's, which is sad because they're pretty hard to get. Made a shield, battle damage, this first battle damage. Now the visor is some kind of, it's metal from something that I just shoved into the head, and really awesome. That's why I like these open visors, because you can add metal in there. But that gloss kind of paint. Yep, just painted on the armor. Made a blaster. This is, I think, out of toothpick. So yeah, this was the very first, wow, it's kind of crazy seeing this. This is the very first custom that I ever made. So, pretty cool. Alrighty, I made this, I actually remember when I made this. This was shortly after I moved up to Lynchburg, so years and years ago. This can fall under the category of not finished. I just have some simple shoulder pads, a gauntlet right there. I think maybe I thought this was finished, but this is definitely not finished, so we'll put that in the not finished category. We'll make piles. Oh man, this one I think is missing. I might be missing the shield. Crusader. So one mistake that I learned, actually it might be dry by now. Cool, never mind. Actually, it's not fully. So when you mold, the clay that I was using to mold for this, the clay didn't fully harden, so paint will not dry or will not stick to it. So I've had wet paint, I think, on the back of this forever. Crusader, I have a flag, a shield, a Crusader Knight. I don't even know, I don't think I made a video on that. I might have, but I have a few knights, so that's one of them. Here's a Mandalorian that I haven't showed anybody. I was actually modeling this after, I think, a Jedi. But just painted on the chest plate. I'm trying to figure out how to get a better technique to add those. But yeah, he had 2 lightsabers. That middle piece was kind of complicated. So this was, I don't know how long ago. It was a long time since I started this, but definitely not finished. But if you guys actually want to see me finish, I'll put the Knight over there. If you want to see me finish some of these, I'll go into more detail. Let me know, and if I get enough people interested, then I'll go back, because I don't know where I was going with those, so it might take a lot more brain power to figure out how to finish those. So we'll see. Oh, this is the accessories. This was the spear with the flag for my my Crusader. Moving on. All right, and that same one. Oh yeah, there's my Scottish Loyalist. Really cool. I think I'm going to be doing this guy. Scottish Claymore. I actually have one of these in real life. Pretty awesome sword. But yeah, these colonial guys, there's like fuzzies sticking all over them. These colonials are really cool. We'll put that in the non-Star Wars pile. Speaking of non-Star Wars, I had a really long period of time where I just really wanted to make samurais. So this guy looks kind of American. This is like Last Samurai type thing. Right there, that big hole in the side, that is where his other katana would go. But layered up the fabric, got pretty good at that technique. And then the whole top is just carved or sculpted. Yep. The first one just for looks, and the second one actually went in there, so pretty cool. We'll put him right there because that is finished. All right, moving on. This guy is finished. I think there's a few pieces missing. I don't know what I was going for. I think he might have had a shield. This one was cool because I actually had like the chest piece designed. It's actually popping out. I like that. I'm gonna try to do more of those. Yeah, I remember. So the backpack, it had the power supply went to the spear for his vibro blade. Is that actually? Yeah, that's actually wrapped in metal. So that's actually let me take a. Yep. So this is actually wrapped in metal. I remember that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. He's done. Alrighty, this is definitely not done. There's a helmet floating around somewhere. I forgot. I think this was supposed to be somebody. He has a helmet floating around, but definitely not done. Oh yeah, there's a helmet. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna look for this guy's helmet. Alright, so this has definitely seen its better days. I'm not sure how close I can get up to this. So there's a lot of detail in here. You might not be able to see it all, and some of it's kind of dirty, or not dirty, but like dusty and all this. But this was one of the samurais that I made. The suit of armor does come off. It just takes some time. All the samurais that I made, they have real suits of armor. There's quite a bit of them, or there's like 3 or 4 actually. But yes, the suits do come off, and some of the helmets are in here. I'll show you. Like, I made a red, blue, and a green one. Oh gosh. So this is one of the helmets. It takes a lot. That's a lot of work that goes into this thing. Let's go back into here. This is definitely an unfinished one. The spear I just put in there just for the heck of it. This was a gladiator that I'm working on. I wish I had I might redo this because I want to do it with the flesh tone figures. So yeah, gladiator that is not done. Oh yeah. So most of these are samurai. This one, I definitely some smashed parts. Woo! Man, this was complicated back in the day. It just looks so dusty. It looks like a really dusty knick-knack. But just the amount of work. Like, I even have like flower petals or flowers on the sheath. I don't know if it's going to zoom in and you can see it. Like, they're sticking off like 1, 2, 3. Like, yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot to go into that, and I can't really show you all the detail. Unfortunately, this quick, so I'll have to go through. I might do a samurai video. You can stare at those while I fix this one, or just put the spear back in his hand. This was one that I made. This one was really interesting because all of the markings you see. Let me just drop him real quick. Let's try that again. So all the markings you see, I had to, so the metal, basically dented it or put those markings in with an X-Acto knife. So on the reverse side, I had to put all those in. Again, all these suits of armor come off. Like I didn't just glue pieces on. Like you might not be able to see it in this one. I have one that's a better example, but I literally sewed the metal together. One of them had like 100 holes in it, where I literally sewed the suit of armor together. I was doing it traditional, man. I had to be original. Another samurai, Ronin. His face is kind of squished. I think the markings on his face came off. But another samurai. Yes, samurais. I like samurais. Okay. I think this was the first attempt at the Shinsengumi, the Japanese special police. He does have a sword floating around somewhere. I don't know why. The lighting's kind of like, let's not focus. He looks very American. Actually, I'm gonna put my knight here. So there's a lot of samurai, so we'll do that. This guy, he looks like a Bleach character, but his suit of armor is in here somewhere. He's not wearing his armor at the moment, so epic fail. He's a samurai, but he can go in the back row. He's a back row samurai. This is the guy that had that red helmet. Actually, let me put the helmet on. Alrighty, we're back. So this guy, it was pretty difficult to make. I actually modeled this one, I think, after one I saw in a book. I can't remember. I'll have to get back to you on that. It was pretty cool because they all had like, so I made a red one, green one, and a blue one. I have two other brothers, so it was kind of like one of them representing each one of us. Yeah, he's really cool. This was the katana that I made for him. That blue white is white paint, and I used blue paint to kind of give it that flowery design. These actually were really cool because these blades were pretty accurate. I think one of them was actually sharp enough that I dropped it on my desk and it stuck into it. It like dagged into the desk. Alright. Oh, keeping on. This was silly. This was like a fireworks clone trooper I was attempting to make. And I just had, I think someone was like, make one for 4th of July. This was years ago. So I just put fireworks all over it. So red, white, and blue. So you got the stars on the gauntlets. I might actually finish this one. I'll make the American flag for the comma. So yes, patriotic. So that is not. Ow! I just reached over and went straight down onto that spear. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Ooh, this guy has a really cool hat. Where is it at? Got it. Okay, so this is a Chinese musket soldier. Again, if it wants to focus. Focus. There we go. Again, super dusty. I got the metal armor on the arm. Not heavily armed at all. Just got some basic armor. Again, this has been sitting around for years, so it looks a lot worse than it used to be, than the musket. Yeah, so, alright. This, I have no idea. I think I made that one. I think my brother made the head. Yeah, the face has definitely seen better days, and most of these are missing the second swords because they fall out just from moving them around. But they're there. This one is the reverse. This one actually has the sword because I want it to be like under their arm so it looks more realistic. But yeah, I just had a ton of fabrics and I literally just did every combination. Keep going. This one was kind of fancy. I got elaborate with this one. 1 second. Alright. So this one I do want it to focus because. So this one was kind of tricky. Put a dragonfly on the back out of metal, and it just kind of fit with the kimono. Cool stuff. And there's my alarm on my phone. Real professional. Alright, so Samurai collection is a lot bigger than I thought. And we're not done. Next we have this one. The Green Samurai. Each one had a really unique helmet and the crest or whatever you want to call like the insignia. The green one. So the green one and the red one. There's a blue one floating around here somewhere, which I'll get to. This one's one of my favorite. This is again missing the sword right there. This is a Japanese firefighter from back in the day. Yes, they did carry swords. Everyone had a sword. And this is missing the hook on the front, but this is what their tools look like. It was like a hook. Man, that was a lot of fun to make. So, Japanese firefighter. Not everybody I make is a warrior. Back here we now have the fire. Oh, wow. I think it's like my original fire squad. Whew. Actually, I had different. Yes, so there was this fire squad. I made a newer one with like clone trooper, like the newer clone troopers. Sold that one. This one, let's see if it can focus. This one was crazy. I remember making this one. This was ancient. I have silver in the visor right there. Golden, good old golden rib. Man, it's like, it's good, but it's still primitive to what I do now. So this was the first guy. Man, yeah, this one's really messed up. He's missing a shoulder pad. I modeled this one after a Zaku. If you guys know anything about Gundam, this is a Zaku. Shoulder pad, and the other one was like with that big round one with the spikes on it. And his battle axe. Man. He has axe fit back there behind him. So this is kind of like the heavy. In a way, because I do have a guy with a Gatling gun or a minigun. Whoa. Boom. Big old shoulder pad. This guy just designed to just walk out and start spraying. Now the cool thing is I actually made this one a little bit taller. So just because. I don't know why. But if you can tell, he stands a little bit taller than the rest of them. I thought that was pretty cool. And there is the sniper. Man, this was an old set. Or just old, like, it's been a while since I looked at those. So that was the first one. Those back there are going to be the new and improved. And yeah, so that's probably not even half of them. So we're going to be here a while. Guess what? Another samurai. Yes, most of these are not finished, but here is, I think, the starts of a rebel. I don't really know what I was going with that, but that is definitely not finished. Put it back there. Here is a Jedi. I think I might have made a lightsaber for him, but I don't know. I just wanted to make a Jedi. So speaking of Jedi, this one was from a book from one of the comics. I forgot his name. If you recognize this, if you somehow recognize this, that's amazing. But I forgot who he was. It was so long ago, but he's not finished. My clone trooper Obi-Wan, or my Obi-Wan in clone armor. Probably one of my favorites. My brother did the head. He did the painting for that. Really cool. Let's see. This was the starts of another one, another Jedi. This kind of looks like, what's his face from Lord of the Rings, but it's not an elf. It is an unfinished Jedi, so he goes back there. Yeah, this was the Rebels helmet. I was just trying to make a straight up Rebel from the clone, I guess Battlefront. This was something of my own design. These were like, I forgot what I call them, like airborne troopers. Their helmets, you know, you get the message, you get the picture. But I think that's a custom color I made too. I did make a couple of these. The other ones I did sell, so that's technically finished, so we'll go there. And this is Obi-Wan's lightsaber. Wow, okay, well this is 23 minutes and we still have about half of them to go, so, but almost there. Moving on. This here is a Templar Knight that I was working on that I never finished, but I got a lot of details put on. This stuff's not painted yet, that's not supposed to be white. But yeah, Templar Knight goes with the Knights. Oh man, probably one of my favorite squads, my desert squad. These guys are so cool. Flamethrower Trooper. Man, this one was awesome. Alright, so there's the Flamethrower Trooper. And the Sniper. The wrapped sniper rifle and his vest. Man, this was so much fun to make. When I finished this, I was excited. Cool stuff. Sniper. I think there's only 3 of them. I thought I had more. I had intentions to making more. This guy's just like the gunner. I need to make more of those. I need to make like a leader. I can make like one of each like weapon type, so I was kind of going for. I have no idea what happened to this. The paint is terrible. The green paint, whoops. The green paint I was using was rough. I might just repaint it. I didn't even finish the gun, so yeah, in person the paint just looks terrible, but unfinished. Here we have a clone trooper, or a first order trooper. Just plain and simple. This was actually a stormtrooper helmet that I painted, because this was before they were made. So that's a first order trooper out of a stormtrooper, but that is finished. Alrighty. I did make another one of these beforehand. It was the same color scheme. I might have sold it. I think I did sell it. It was one of the speed bike pilot guys with this design. You can go back in my videos and try to find it, but this was supposed to be the same color scheme. So that is definitely not finished. So he's going back there. Yeah. Here's my Senate guard from the new movie. Took forever to make. Whoa, his helmet's really heavy. Yeah. And he actually has his blades come apart, boom, because he has 2, so pretty sweet. That is finished. I actually do have a video of that. Some of these I do have videos of, so go check them out. Here he is. This is what I was looking for. Yeah. So this dude was really awesome. I'm like, that's a cool color scheme. Let's make more of them. I believe I have a video of this. If not, I'll need to make one. But that was supposed to be. They're supposed to be in the same posse, but I didn't finish that one, so oh well. And I can already see some pieces that have fallen off of some of these, but there's this sniper. I believe I did make a video of this guy. Pretty sure I did. This is a magnetic visor. Some of mine have magnets, but pretty cool. He is finished. He's just really messed up. These are crazy old. My Kashyyyk Rebels. These capes do come off. I just, again, will show you when in a later video. I think I had 5 of these at one point, and each one was different. It was pretty cool. But I think I sold the other ones. Unfortunately, I don't see them in here. But yeah, so we got those 2. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I had 5, but different times, call for different measures, had to sell. This is also from a comic. This is, if you don't recognize the gold band over his face, I'll give you a second to think about it. For those who know, this is Quillian Voss. He's good and bad, but he was in a comic and he had this fake patch on it, like fake robotic eye. He was basically going undercover to like assassinate somebody, so I like that version. He has somewhere, let me try to find it real quick. Found it. His hairpiece. If you look up the comics, he's got these big dreads, and his had this white patch in the middle, so let's focus on the background, which is cooler. But anyway, Quillian Voss, cool dude. He goes in the Jedi category. That guy does not. So you can take 30-minute videos, so my camera cut off, so part 2, I guess, in the same video. Almost done. There's only like a handful left. These will go super quick. But yes, in here again, more accessories, which are really cool, but unfortunately, I can't get around to showing you all those right now because it's going to take forever. Another clone trooper. This one's very simple, but yet not completed. Just a really broken up, and actually, oh, because some of the pieces fell off. Really poorly done stormtrooper, like one of the very early. Sorry, there's one of the early stormtroopers I made. That is, it's finished, but it's terrible. So we can go there. And hey, I made 2 of them because 1 wasn't enough. So great, we got 2 of those. This guy actually had a pretty neat weapon, but I don't think I have it anymore. Got a fan. I don't know. I was in a Spartan mood, I guess. I wanted a Spartan and I wanted a clone trooper. He's almost dropping his gun. Let me just. There we go. So this thing was born. A lot of these were just crazy designs that I came up with, and they're just random guards and whatnot from other. The idea was they're from other planets, and they just kind of adapted their armor to fit the culture and maybe whoever they were guarding or protecting, or wherever the case may be. But I don't know, I liked it, so I made it. Let's see, here we have another knight who's wearing his helmet backwards, so let me fix that. Here's my English knight, and this took forever, but I made it. It was pretty cool. His helmet comes off, kind of fragile, but we have that one. Here's another samurai. Here's the blue one I was telling you about. Here's, again, all these pieces, like all of his armor, or his helmet and weapons are in there. Let's see. There's this ARC Trooper. I have no idea. I remember when I made this, wow, look how much that bends back. Because I think this one actually comes off. I think there's metal in there. Cool color scheme, just old techniques. Alright, what do we got? What do we got going? Baka. Is it Baka or Barca? Sergeant Baka, Sergeant Barca. I can't remember. Wow. Is it Baka? Bakara. There we go. Is it Commander Bakara? We're just gonna go with that. I totally forgot about this guy. Pretty cool. So we got him. Man, that's a blast from the past. Whoa, speaking of blast from the past, I think this is like the 3rd custom I made. It got really elaborate. Oh gosh, let me just drop it. These things are actually fragile. Shoot. Shield, I don't know why I gave him a patch on his helmet. I thought it made him look cooler. But this was younger me, so yeah. Man, that's crazy. If you want to see more about that, he actually has like a whole jetpack thing going on too, like that moves. Well, moves better when you're not holding it one-handed, but yeah, I went too far with that. My colonial, which also took forever to make. He goes, there's not a colonial like spot, so you can go with the samurai. Epic custom that is really falling apart. My Spartan. Man, back in its prime, this thing was the height of technology. Man, so much went into making this, and it's just falling apart. He has a cape and a shield and all this cool fun stuff. This helmet, like, pieces off the top, on the side, like, you can just see how broken up it is. But man, all right. Moving on, we have Root Rock. He is also from one of the comics. I had to hand sculpt this. If you look up Root Rock, Star Wars Root Rock, you will see this dude. Let me know how accurate this is, because this took a while to sculpt. The eye is metal, little metal dot that I had to paint. Man, A lot went into this character. A lot. So if you don't appreciate it, then I'm sorry. But go look it up. Really cool. Let's see. I'll put him up here. All right. This was like the third or fourth. Well, I don't know. This was in the early, like, it's in the first 10 customs ever made. This Viking. Just a bunch of furry patches on everything. This can just be the everybody, everything category. All my knights for some reason had backwards helmets. Another knight, which doesn't want to focus. But you get the idea. Alright. Another clone commander. This one might have a name, but I don't remember. I just made it. He can go there because he is finished. Another samurai. Hello. He almost looks French. And then my king. Alrighty. Last but not least, this is the second custom I've ever made. This was, apart from the helmet, because I just like the deer antlers, it was modeled after the Last Samurai. Man, the techniques are like the shoulder pad, if you can, well, missing one, but the shoulder pad is a Lego shovel that I cut. This is all actually made out of Lego pieces that I cut up. And then the armor itself is actually paper. This was way before I used metal. I just painted everything on there. Wow, man. The head is actually reversible. He's got two different expressions. I did that way before Lego even did it, so what do you think about that? And then he's got a horse. So my samurai has a red horse. For anyone who ever played Dynasty Warriors, Lubu had a red horse, and I thought it was cool, so my guy has a red horse. Boom. Alrighty, so there are a lot of random pieces in here. A lot of extras and whatnot. This here is the extent of my collection over the years. Granted, I probably have sold more than there is here. By far, actually, I probably sold, like, over the years of doing this, I probably sold 100 or so Legos that I unfortunately don't have videos of anymore. I do actually I have these right here. I think these have been somewhat shown or seen for the most part. That red guy is actually a work in progress. But other than those right there. So yeah, everybody, this is my collection. So I'm gonna hopefully get a display case so I can put a lot of these in there. Like I said, a lot of these are just damaged. They're either super dusty, and just because of the nature of the fabrics, it's really hard to clean, or all these are just pieces and parts and weapons and things that have fallen off. So there's my Spartan shield, there's my capes, some helmets. This is one of the suits of armor that I said. So when I say the armor comes off, like, you can literally set it up on a display. This one actually weaved together. If you made it this far to see this, it took a lot of work. And all those fish scales are individual that I put together. A lot of work that goes into these that I think I'm probably the only one who's going to fully appreciate it, but yep, just a lot of accessories. So anyway, if you stayed to the end, this is a long video, so I hope you enjoyed it. This is just what I got, and I wanted to show you because I thought it'd be cool. So if you want to see any of these in more detail, let me know. If not, then maybe I'll bring some out once in a while and show you. These are pretty recent. That guy's recent. I don't know if I did anything on my other things. And then these, if you want to see me finish them, I'll push some more effort into those and try to get those finished. But in the meantime, stay awesome. If you make customs, let me know. I like to see them. Anyway, that's all I got for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, hitchhike it. Don't forget to fist pound that subscribe button. Bam! And let me know down below what you want to see next. I still haven't gotten my orders yet, so kind of slow here, which is a bummer. But in the meantime, I will be doing some more of these. I'll try to finish at least this dude, maybe work on those. And like I said earlier, I'm going to try to do some of my gaming stuff, so stay tuned for that. But this is a crazy long video. If you stay to the end, You're awesome. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, take care, and I will see y'all next time.